Labour Party senators are being called out for not living up to expectations from their party supporters and constituents. One would expect what a PDP senator did by exposing serial crime by the Nigerian Senate hierarchy should have been done by the so-called Labour Party senators. Instead, they sat back like they are not in the know of the atrocities being perpetrated by the Nigerian Senate, especially with an alleged 3 trillion naira padding of the budget. Ningi, a PDP senator, is showing an example of character and integrity, which is one of the core values of the Labour Party, expressed in P2B, amongst which are character, competence, and capacity. Obidients are calling out Labour Party senators for failing in their primary duty to uphold the values the party represents in the House. The suspension of Ningi by the Senate for revealing what he sees as a budget banditry has made him a hero to Nigerians. One would expect he was a Labour Party senator. But naysayers such as some APC supporters would make jest of the Labour Party because its senators have become partner in crime with the APC and other parties who have benefited from the fraud and corruption of this administration. No Labour Party senator or lawmaker stood against the 160 million naira XUVs and the budget padding. None raised a motion, none. They have joined the occultic movement of the Senate. They have become part of the corruption. They have become a disgrace to the Labour Party. Why then are they representing the Labour Party? If they cannot uphold the values of competence, capacity, and character, then they should resign their positions as members of the House. We are calling out all Labour Party members to explain to their constituents what is happening in the Senate House. As for Ningi, the Obedient movement applauds his courage. It takes a person of character and integrity to expose this bunch of criminals. Nigerians are siding with Senator Ningi because he exposed the 3 trillion naira that was padded in the 2024 budget. It is time to end this useless National Assembly, well known as lawbreakers. They only represent their pockets, not their constituency or Nigerians. Senator Ningi is not representing Bauchi only, he's representing Nigeria, and he protects the interest of Nigerians. 3 months suspension will not change anything. We have received more information that some senior ranking senators will receive 500 million naira, while other senators, which are lower ranking senators, will receive nothing. So Reno Omokri on Twitter started mocking the Labour Party. He said, how many Labour Party senators walked out with Senator Ningi when he was suspended and chased out of the Red Chamber? 0. And we have at least 6 Labour senators. By not working out with Ningi, they sided with the decision to suspend him and went against their presidential candidate. Therefore, to project that the Labour Party is better than any other party is to live in denial. Even when P2B criticized the National Assembly for buying 400 SUVs, did any Labour Party senator or representative reject their SUVs? No. They just said Igwe to Akpabio and collected their share of the national cake. This is a disgrace to the Obedient movement. Well, these senators were not voted to become OS members in the House. They will get a reply very soon. As we speak, Ningi has resigned his position as the chairman of Northern Senators. Although the resignation letter was dated March 11th, a copy was made public shortly after Ningi was suspended for 3 months by the Senate over his statement on the alleged padding of the 2024 budget. Ningi, in a letter sent to the forum, wrote, I would like to resign my position as the chairman of the Northern Senators. This is, of course, necessitated by unfolding events in the National Assembly, the North, and the nation at large. I would like to especially thank members of the forum for the opportunity given to me for the last 8 months to spearhead this very important forum. I believe this forum is very important and fundamental to the progress and development of Northern Nigeria. Ningi was suspended after about 3 hours of debate over his interview, where he alleged that the National Assembly padded the 2024 budget to the tune of 3 trillion naira. According to Shehu Sani, he says that suspension in the Senate means a senator will not be allowed to attend the plenary and will be prohibited from attending committee meetings and participating in oversight functions. His salary, allowances, and all entitlements will be blocked. He will not have access to his office, and he is expected not to be seen within the premises of the National Assembly until the suspension is lifted. When I publicly disclosed the salaries and running costs of lawmakers, it was the then Senate President who saved me from suspension. If you talk too much, your body go tell you. That is why even opposition no fit oppose too much, making case for Labour Party senators.